All right, welcome back to our adventure through Waterdeep, episode 60, from what I'm told, you nerds. We are picking up with, I think, the morning time at Troll Skull as Bastion, Jonda, and Barry have met a new individual who, correct me if I'm wrong, did Han, you said?
What?
You said the name is Han?
Han.
Hun.
Oh my
I'm gonna change it.
I've heard it both ways.
I want to change it every time you ask.
That's fair. That's fair. The only question is, Han, who
No, Han.
Han, did you decide to stay at Troll School, or had you left for the night?
Yeah, I definitely got a room there.
Okay, all right.
Obviously,
She actually walked into Reagan's room.
It's got a big bed.
Does have a big bed.
It just seemed no one was staying there.
You're not wrong. So we are going to be picking up after a night. You all had met a whole new individual who seemed to be into murder and may have poisoned some people. Istrid seems to know. She seems to have thought she brought her in to help you all. And I'm sure she's going to be the best of friends with everyone. So we are going to, did I already give you all a long rest? Do I did? Then I say we're going to be picking up at around 8 bells to a pretty foggy morning in Waterdeep, North Ward. So give me an idea. Who's first up?
What time is it?
8 bells.
I'm gonna stay up real late, and so I won't start meditating until like 4 bells.
Oh.
I like sleeping in.
You'll hear screaming from the attic all night long.
Yeah.
Can we make out anything from the screaming?
Yeah, what type of, is it like, no, is it like, what type of scream, or is it just, ah?
No, there's words, there's different languages, there's different voices.
Is this on like an hour thing, or is this just throughout the night?
Periodically throughout the night, just every now and then.
All right.
Yeah, but now there's like a whole floor in between me and him, not just a door to a closet.
It's true. He is upstairs and in the attic. It's like you all didn't want him around screaming at him.
And then there's the 3rd floor, and he's up in the attic now. Oh, by himself.
All right, so I've got Han sleeping in.
I'm awake.
John does awake. Okay, all right, Jonda.
Ariel, count down.
Bastion, would you be sleeping in, or
you have to ask him? No,
yeah, I would assume so, especially after the escapades last night.
It was a rough night. That's right. I don't think you even went over what happened, but that's up to you. You know, it's your life. That may have ended earlier. So we're gonna be meeting Jonda and Barry. You all come down to the 2nd story, or excuse me, Jonda, you're in the 2nd story. Barry, you'd be coming down to the 2nd story, I think. And who would you be seeing other than Istrid sitting at the main table? She would eye both of you, and with just a little wry smile.
Well, she comes out of her room a lot now, huh?
Good morning. How are you all? So,
good morning, Istrid.
Good morning.
I've already asked for some food to be brought up. Would you like to take a seat?
Whose chair she's in?
Oh, she's most definitely sitting in Regan's chair.
Okay. Barry takes his seat.
Jonda,
Yeah, I'll take a seat.
whose seat you taking, John?
I never really had an official one yet, but I'll take the one that I kind of usually ended up in the few times I even sat there.
Okay. So a few moments go by, and she looks back and forth between you. So, what do you think of Han? Han? Hun? Think she'll be exactly what you need?
No, I think she's exactly what you need.
But they mesh so well, don't they? We both want the same thing. I've actually also taken the liberty of maybe reaching out to another to help out as well. I know. You all are just excited. She might not be here yet, but I assure you, she's pretty great.
This is going to be bad.
If you just whisper that under your, or do you just say that out loud?
About as loud as I said it.
Okay.
This is going to be bad.
No! The bad is if we don't get the treasure. Isn't that the bad? Like, she looks back and forth between you two. That if someone else gets it, that's the bad. What would little Renair do without his money?
In the same boat he is in right now. Life would go on for him.
Oh, no. Probably right. He still would have a house. But I thought he's your friend. Don't you want to help him?
Never been here because of Renair.
So you just want to help yourself then? Mary, that doesn't sound like the. Oh, did he go? I can't see. That doesn't sound like Barry Trapstringer, servant of the Dark One that I know.
No, I've always stated I was here to solve a murder.
Well, this is right on there. As you see her,
Oh, yeah.
she takes a moment and she's like, oh, I forgot. Right.
Mhm.
Well, and
And it's clever
John,
deciding
you
whether or
want
not
to
to blame
help him out, don't you? Isn't that why we're here?
That's what I'm guessing based on what was going on, but yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out.
So, you don't know why you're here?
Or maybe she knows and she just doesn't want you to know.
I can't tell if that's it or if she really doesn't know why she's here. But that's all right.
Yeah. Doesn't matter, does it?
Well, I mean, if I get what I want, well, anyway, do one of you want to maybe go and get the food?
Do you want breakfast, Chanda?
Yes.
Okay. Barry will message down to the kitchen. All right. For 2 plates of chicken and waffles for breakfast with the accompanying syrups.
Who do you message to?
Damn it. Good question.
So
Actually, the
there's
only
always
person I
Leaf.
know who's actually down there is Leaf. Yeah.
So Leaf can
So I'll
definitely do it.
message. Yeah, I'll message to Leaf.
Gonna message the ghost. Okay. And that won't be an issue. Let's see. A few moments would go by, a few minutes, and sure enough, Kelso would start making his way. You'd hear some light pitter-patter footsteps starting to come up as the door opens. Kelso would bring in 3 orders of chicken and waffles, a little bit of syrup, a little bit of butter.
Ordered 2 orders.
He said, Kelso
said
Kelso
2.
looked,
Yeah.
and he's like, we were told 3.
Uh-huh.
And you would get a little wink from Istrid. Oh, and Kelso would look past you all, and you have someone here for you downstairs? Oh, fantastic. That's the other one. Give us another moment here. Let's wait till everyone's awake. Better yet, Kelso, could you be dear and just go up and wake up Han and Bastion for me? And just tell them we have breakfast ready, and I have someone I'm just anxious for them to meet. Yes, okay. As Kelso looks back and forth between Jonda and Barry, and he's like, well, neither of them own this spot. I guess I can do that. So,
Barry's just shaking his head.
Bastion, you would hear some light taps on your door. Master Adele, Master Adele.
Huh?
Breakfast is ready, and it seems many of the others are waiting for you at the main table.
Oh, okay. Thank you. And I'll get up. Or slowly rouse.
Kelso, with a little bit quicker stride now, would come to Riggins' old room, and instead of a light rapture, you would hear bang, bang, bang. You've been requested at the main table. And nothing.
No.
He would do another bang, 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 and just shrug and
I
walk
have
up.
ears, dear.
So do I. Okay, bye.
That'll be all.
Bastion, would you take a moment, put on armor and stuff, or just go out there? You did come in a little rough for wear at night. So would you try to situate yourself, or you still a little off your game right now? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I would probably try and make myself as presentable as possible.
Okay.
I imagine that I wouldn't be feeling great, but other than that.
All right. As you would make your way to the main room, seeing Jonda, Bastion, and Barry. Oh, excuse me, Jonda, Barry, and Istrid seeming to take light little nibbles. Istrid would welcome you with a big smile. Bastion, how are you? How was last night?
Good morning.
Oh, here, have some chicken and waffles.
Thank you.
Well, that's how we should treat the last owners. Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately.
Hey, Bastion, when's her rent up? Is that 10-day almost up?
You got a good 6 or 5 left. It's coming.
Barry just looks dejected.
Istrid then would look towards you, Bash, and say, well, now that you're here, I just wanted to let you know, I took the liberty of bringing in another hand for you. Don't worry. I know what you're going to say. You didn't have to.
Wait,
But
another hand?
another hand. Duh.
Ah.
Oh, you mean Han?
Hmm.
I mean, she's useful, no doubt.
Mhm.
But, I heard you all were looking for someone, and I thought, I know just the person to track them down. You see?
That makes sense.
Splendid. But all we got to do is just wait for the little hand to come here, and then I guess we'll be able to do it. And, I think she'll just be excited about it, too. Hey, hand!
Yes.
Where you at?
I just kind of walk through the opening doorway. Take a seat. Leisurely.
There you go. Nice of you to join us. Just so you know, she's one of them pointy ears. She only sleeps for like 5, 6 hours, 4 hours sometimes. Just, don't make fun of her about it. How are you, dear?
I do
Barry
not
looks over at Jonda.
I do not sleep. I merely meditate and commune with the energies of the world.
Esther would be doing, you know how they are. Well, how you been? How was the bed?
It was fine. I'm no different than last night.
That's fine. Where did that little Barry? Would you be, dear? Send another message down for us.
For what?
If you'd like, you can either like Kelso or Leaf. I should have an associate downstairs. Ask her to come up.
I'll send a message to Kelso to have the visitor come up to see Bastion.
You would actually hear a yelp from down. Ah! Oh, yep. A few moments would go by, and sure enough, you would. Well, one second. Let me take a look. You would hear some.
Waffles for breakfast.
You would hear some pretty heavy footsteps. Someone maybe trudging up the stairs, and it would come to a stop to the door, and a slow push as Winter, would you describe your character, please?
So I'm a red-headed elf with a temper, half elf with a temper, and being summoned by Istrid did not make me happy. So I came up the stairs owing her some money. Not very familiar with the city, having lived in the woods all my life, and unfortunately fell into owing her some money because of her nature.
Her nature. What's that?
As you take a look at the area in front of you, what you see is a rather nice table and a set of 6 chairs pulled out. One's empty at the moment, but you would see Istrid, who you do know, a rather well-kept dwarf. You know her. Usually she wears fine silks. You see her wearing a little bit of a gambeson at the moment. The others around you do not recognize. Would each of you mind giving a description of your character for Winter? We'll start with Barry, if that's all right.
Okay. Barry's a halfling. Looks like that. No. Kind of old, wearing nice-looking clothing, and over that he is wearing a dark leather trench coat. Resting next to the chair that he's sitting in is a light crossbow, but you notice it has no strings. Hi there, Barry Trapspringer, servant of the Dark One.
Oh, Barry, it's nice to meet you. I like your crossbow, but where the hell are your strings, if you don't mind me asking?
Don't need one.
I would want you
you
to do a
just
little
wanna weapon
twirl
with
after
that,
you
you
say
can't.
that. Just me, but
It's just point and pull.
Jonda, if you don't mind describing your character.
I'm a moon elf that is that very tall, very slim, and she's fairly well dressed, but not like super amount. And she has a flute with her.
Nice to meet you, Jandra. My mother was a bard, so maybe I have some music you've never seen before, being as human music.
That's possible.
Bastion, if you don't mind describing your character.
Hey there. Bastion, you'd see like a really average looking human, just brown hair, brown eyes, kind of middling height, average build. But
Looks
he is
hungover.
probably not looking as clean as he could be, but he is still adorned in some armor. And I'm not sure if you're familiar with any of the gods, but on his shield would be the symbol of Helm. And yeah, very average.
Oh, nice to meet you, Bastion. By the way,
Nice.
you don't look too bad, but I think you'd look a little better if you clean yourself up a bit more often.
That's fair. That's fair.
He usually does look better, but every once in a while yeah.
It's a rough night.
Well, in that case, yeah, that's understandable.
And Pookha, would you mind describing Han?
Yeah. So Han is she is wearing a pretty light looking dress with multiple layers. On top of that, she's got a like a studded leather jerkin. That's fairly stylized with some blue kind of blue painted sections. Um, Decently high collar. Aside from that, she carries a rapier, a couple daggers on her side, and has a pretty long straight black hair that's just hanging down loose and not really kept up right now or styled at all. Just got out of bed, for crying out loud.
So I give Han once over, nod, and said, "Nice to meet you," and just keep my opinions to myself.
She'll just kind of say, a pleasure.
Well, I'm thinking that she's kind of like a sleazeball. Sorry, Pookha.
You didn't let anyone know. You just think she's a sleazeball. That's fine. With introductions done, Istridwood done. Well, Winter. This is Bastion is a member of the Troll Skull Trio. Barry and Jonda were hang-arounds, a little bit of moochers, really. Hans here, well, similar circumstances to yourself. I thought you all could help out with this little endeavor of theirs. They seem to be after some things that would help you and help me, and well, everyone would benefit if they're successful. I imagine a little bit of money, a little bit of fame, and what's better than getting your name out there than fame, right?
I'm going to give Istra a look, a really hard look, and go, but I don't owe you anything after this if I do this as a favor for you and them.
Life isn't about debts, dear. This will definitely put you in the right, no doubt.
Han
But
will
I
kind of
don't-
like mouth the line she says, like as she says them.
This has never been about what you owe. This is just me trying to help others similar to yourself. Han, I see that.
Yes. That's how I
Yes.
got into the circumstances in the first place, thanks to your help, Istrid.
Honey, it's expensive to try to track someone down here. You know that. A big city. And when you have such large debts, someone has to pay it. But your friend, Istrid Horn, is always willing to help you. So I just ask for a little favor in return. Though I would say Bastion over there is a landowner. Bastion, what do you think?
I do technically own this house or manor, yes.
Why did you say technically?
I mean, just because technically it's also owned by two other people, but I guess,
Oh no, not anymore.
well, I guess technically is the wrong word.
Yes.
Since, yeah, legally.
It's all legally yours now because exiled people don't
Legally, he
squat.
owns it. Ethically, he feels that it still belongs to the other two when they return.
Oh,
Honorably, he'll
how
probably
would they
return it when they get back
how would they return? They've been exiled from the city.
for 10 years.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed
Yeah,
that
it
little
had
detail.
Time keeps on
Time limit.
slipping. The future.
Slipping away.
I was under the impression it was a lifelong endeavor.
Oh, no.
A decade's a long time for some of these people, to be fair, Han.
Yes, I'm sorry, they do pass very quickly.
But anyway, so let me go over. So Winterlight here, from the wilds, not too far off your friend Regan, if I remember. Only she's pretty good at tracking animals, and I imagine if she can track an animal, she can probably track a person, right? Winter?
Well, I guess it could try as long as someone had knowledge of the area other than you.
Can you track dragons?
Can you track a floating eye?
What about very small fish?
Are you any good in the sewers?
You know, actually, I'm quite interested in this too. I would like the answer to that.
Dragons of the land? Yes, I can see which way they're facing.
What if
Floating
they're
eyes,
little gold ones?
little gold dragons or little goldfish?
No,
You
little
would
gold
see,
dragons.
You see Istrid like flip up a coin, and sure
Oop,
enough, on
there's
that
one.
coin would be a dragon on the back of.
What
Well,
about
if I'm
those?
close to the area, I have an ability that can alert me to beasts if I'm like close to them.
I guess she can sense the rats in the sewer.
Yeah, there's a
So-
rat under the table right now, and then I watch one run out when I stomp my foot.
Oh, joy.
Ooh,
Nice place you have here, Bastion.
Istrid would look underneath the table like, ooh.
Must be all the waffles.
Doesn't help.
Might want to hire a rat
Well, we
catcher.
did get rid of Nibbles. Did leave, so yeah.
Nibbles did leave.
Yeah, we need to find another cat.
Or orphan.
Well, an orphan with a cat.
Easy peasy.
Who's got 5 silver?
1.
Here, give me a sec. I'm gonna go down to the kitchen and grab something. So I'm
Guys
go
gonna
walk
try to
down
find a better
stairs.
deal for an orphan? Is that gonna happen?
No, the orphan was 1 silver. Like, y'all don't forget. That orphan was not 5 silver.
Orphan.
That orphan was 1 silver.
We're getting a Northward orphan.
The carriage ride. Yeah, that was a Northward orphan.
No,
Dock Ward.
that was a Dock Ward.
She's a Dockward
okay,
orphan.
all right. The carriage ride to the yawning portal was 2 silver, and our meal at the yawning portal was it was more than 5. Okay, remember that.
You had the ear muffer to make sure she
Yeah,
didn't hear
but
that. That's
the child themselves was 1 silver. Yeah, great pricing model there.
Well, I do think I do want to point out Barry did hand over a couple gold, I believe.
After the fact, we were out the door. Like we had we had signed papers. We were down the steps. I think Barry was just looking out.
Barry looks out for orphans.
Riggin did too.
Orphans
Okay.
and halflings.
You can give them money, or you could adopt them and give them futures
Give him a few.
in exile.
Such a perfect father figure.
So, Ishtar, let a few moments go by. So, if honestly, I can't remember. It's been such a whirlwind of activity the past 2 days. Do you all know who you're looking after right now? Who do you need to track down?
Wow.
Barry looks
She
at
looks
Bastion. Barry looks at Bastion.
Let me just.
I'm gonna find another group there, Istrid.
Give them a moment. They come into their stride, I really hope.
How about maybe why don't you tell us what y'all found in your little graveyard stunt? That was a couple nights back, right?
How about you just tell us what you want us to do for you, Istrid, instead of going ahead and trying to milk us for information on something that's going to gain you dragons? I mean, if you want to go ahead and be part of this, at least go ahead and offer something other than 2 spies and possible henchmen.
Spies? I'll have you know, Han would never denigrate herself by calling herself a spy. Winter, she's not bright enough to be a spy. No offense, Winter. You don't really know how everything works.
I look at Istrid, and I go down to the kitchen and bring up one of my little dogs that I had. I said, well, here's the solution to your rat problem, Barry, and put the dog on the table and said, Bodger, you're going to take care of the rats and watch them take off. And I said, Istrid, I said, yeah, I'm that smart. I bet you didn't think of getting a dog that would be trained to do rats.
Oh, pets. That's new.
Istrid would try to shoo it away. I think I see the lice on that one.
Oh, you know, my dogs are very well cared for.
Don't you normally get a feline of some sort to handle those creatures?
Oh, this one's more hardy. He can act as a guard dog, too.
Right. A guard dog, as she looks at everyone else. Great.
I give Bodger a signal, and he goes yipping at Han. It's like, meat.
There's fried chicken on the thing. Give me an animal handling roll. So, for a roll, open up your character sheet for me.
Yeah.
Okay, you should see skills. And if you see that plus number, double click that for me, and that should roll it in the window for me. A 12. All right. Your dog does as you command. And goes after the rat. But you see, he stares down that chicken. He thought about it.
Oh, it's good chicken.
All right.
Should have had a disadvantage. It's chicken and waffles. Come on.
No. Well, I mean, I wasn't with you all in your adventure through the crypts and the city of the dead. You know, I don't try to go and break into stuff at night. That's not me. I'm a devoted member of this city. I don't break the law. You see her turn towards Han. I have other people for that. But
Han just kind of waves.
for who you're after, I can't help you unless you help me. I need to know names. Give me a little taste, and I help you. You help me. We win. We both come out. It's a win-win.
Well, I mean,
And if anything, I owe you for letting me stay here. I'm just trying to pay it back. And ask Winter and Han how much I enjoy people paying back what's owed. I'm sorry, Bastion, you were saying something?
just that I can't remember any specific names. I mean, what actually out of character would I? Because I remember like we went to the God, what do you call it? The windmill.
You did.
And
You killed 2 people there.
Yeah, I remember that part.
Well, actually, Barry killed 1. Riggin killed 2.
Did work.
The 2 that Riggin did kill were Volkar and Erlaster.
Erlaster, yeah.
They were Volkar and Orlaster.
You're right. I'm sorry. They were. On the body of one of them, you did find a name. Seemed to be written on a little patch of paper, and you saw what seemed to be a drawing of a stone you may have seen before, or at least had seen drawn, looked like a piece of bread. You know.
Do I have that name?
I thought we took it off of what's her name, but that's all right. You would see the name Losser Merklav, LOSSER MIRKLAV.
I actually got it in my notes. Holy shit.
But that's all you had gotten. You had seen what seemed to be a drawing of the Stone of Galore and that name.
I mean, we kind of. I mean, I don't want to say we hit a dead end with what we found in the graveyard. Oh well, the city of the dead. But all we really have to go off on now is like there's a drawing of a stone and a name, Losser Markar.
You got the drawing?
Merklaw.
Merklaw.
Barry pulls out his drawing.
Merklaw.
Barry pulls out his drawing.
Does Han recognize the drawing at all?
You would not be familiar with what is drawn on there, though you would be familiar with the name that was given.
In what manner? You want to message me or?
I will message you.
Okay. So what's the rock?
Istrid would look around like, what is the rock? Please.
What's so special about it?
No idea. All I know is that Rainier would like to have it back.
He would like to have it back, and the people Riggin chopped up had it.
Not sure if they had it.
They had a picture of it.
Yeah.
So they
But
were
I have a
looking for
picture
it
of
too.
Yeah.
And the people in the graveyard?
Yeah, because it went missing when the Nobles Manor House got attacked by your people.
So it was.
Looking at Istrid.
So it was stolen from the manor.
Oh, a stolen stone?
It's been stolen 3 times now.
It was with the Grauhuns for a while, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, nasty business with the Grauhuns. She would turn towards one. I don't know if you remember reading about it. They were those demon worshippers got in trouble a few, I think about a 10-day ago.
Less.
Demon
less.
worshippers?
Yeah, they were also kidnappers.
So what are the chances?
They don't have good taste in music either.
I don't know much about, how do you put this? Magical things and mysterious stones. What are the chances there's a demon inside of it?
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Would it be pretty cool?
Yeah.
John, not read your Wizarding 101 textbooks?
There's Wizarding 101 textbooks?
Yeah, there's Wizarding 101 textbooks.
Istrid would look around like, I didn't read that one.
The bookshop just across the way.
Just speculation. It's either that
There's
or a
wizard who
focus
runs a
of some
bookstore
sort.
down the street. Yeah.
Is it potentially a focus?
Oh, is it a focus? What? Ooh.
What's a stone, right? Some sort of arcane stone used in devil worship?
No.
No? I thought you said the stone was possessed by devil worshippers.
Just because you had it doesn't mean that it had anything to do with what they were doing.
Oh, so it wasn't. I thought it was stolen during.
Let's piece this together. We're looking for dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Rainier lost a stone. The
Yes.
Grauhuns had the stone. Then the stone was stolen from them by little tiny golems. And then the golem committed murder and explosions out on the street here, killing a lot of people, including Bastian's friend, Isaac.
That's right. Yes, I remember. As you see, Istrid is like seeming to write down stuff.
Maybe the stone is
wants this stone. Maybe the stone
maybe
helps
the stone's
find
a key?
the dragons.
A key of some sort? Or the
Possibly.
stone's a map?
A map, a key.
I've never heard of the stone being in a map. Either way, we need the stone.
Right.
And
the stone that
okay,
everybody
you're all caught up.
wants, and it just
now
bounces around.
the drawing's correct. I can ask around. I can try to see if anyone's seen it.
I have a little bit of info on Mirklav there. He's did a job with him about a year back. It went sideways though. I was pretty sure he was killed in the process. So if he's still out and about,
Istrid would wait a second, Merklov, halfling, little crazy boy.
the very same.
Oh yeah, I heard he died too. Again, I'm so sorry about that job, but it would have been a good payday.
Would have been.
If I remember right, he was a mage. Not a great mage, but he was a mage.
Yeah, I don't know if he's capable of creating focuses or magical keys or binding demons to stones. He was great at presentation, though.
Very handy spell.
Yeah, he did the fireworks and
Hundreds of uses.
it's great spell.
Mhm.
Um,
I tell you what,
I'll create a little sparkle like on the,
Oh,
on the
you do?
tabletop. Yeah.
Okay. Woo. Is it like, oh
Ooh,
please,
yeah.
would you do like the a reading rainbow with your hand?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
great. Super useful.
You would see Ishid thinking for a moment. I had heard he'd passed and died from the job, but if he's been hiding for over a year, I might know someone who could help track him down. Winter, it's
Okay.
usually let you do it, but I'm afraid
He's
you've
not a
never met
beast.
him, and he's not a beast. I don't suppose we have any blood or anything of him, so you'd help. But I do know someone who's pretty good at hiding and is pretty good at knowing where people like to try to disappear to.
Well, I do have a scent hound along with my vermin extermination dog.
Yeah, if he's been on, he's been low to the ground for over a year. I don't think he'd be coming up, and we don't have anything with his scent. At least I don't. By this point, it's been a year. I wouldn't be able to track down any of his personal belongings he left. She'd look over at Bastion and Jonda. If I remember right, you both met a certain individual named Erstool?
Maybe.
What about him?
Well, he's pretty good at laying low for a certain amount of time. You know, his business always meant he would disappear for a month or two. He might know of a few hideouts.
He might be in one after the other night.
Hell, I may know a way to get in touch with him. You if I give you all a general area, you think you could find him?
He might not like it if I show up there either.
Don't worry. I'll get in touch with him, let him know you're coming, but you'll still have to find him. He's not one to come out. Would that be acceptable to you? I don't know if he really hurt any of you all. I think he more crossed blades with the big fella, Riggin.
Hmm. That's going to be up to Bastion. I do have a question, though, seeing as you know of this man. Did he work for your group or the Xanathar group, or was he a free agent? Because the Xanathars are also looking for this stone and these dragons.
Oh, he did not work with the Xanathar. I promise you on that. But to say he's works only with me would be incorrect.
Well, okay.
I'll have you know even the Xanathar are slavers. And that's illegal here. I would never be involved with that.
I still
Oh,
say we
he's
go after Xanathar's pet.
Erstol's with the Zent.
That would be tricky, but it could solve some issues.
Wow. I mean, Istrid. Surely you know a way into their hideout? Or know of someone who can get us in?
Well, she moves a little bit of hair. I may know a few. Erstol would be one of them.
Oh.
He's done some wet work before in Skullport, and needless to say, it's pretty close to their hideout.
I see.
But this is, of course, this is only with your permission, Bastion.
Yes, Bastion.
Owner of Troll Skull, leader of
This motley crew.
the Triad? What do we call
Or you
ourselves
could
again?
go ahead and check with the Order of Helm. And Jonda, you could go ahead and have your organization ask around about him here in the city.
If you want to
We
involve
don't
more
have to accept
people,
help from the Zentarum.
but I'm here. Use me. Help me help you. I bring you
I neither want to use
quality.
nor be used by you.
Well,
I mean, Jonda, how do you feel about it? He did kidnap you.
Well, he did knock me out, tie me up, and then stab me with the dagger pretty hard. Yeah, or something.
Istrid would interrupt and say, "To be fair, I believe you had snuck into the manor, and they had hired him originally. I think he was just doing his job."
He probably was just doing his job, and I
I've
was
had
just doing
episodes of
mine.
flirting
So
that have gone further than that, so.
yep. So
I can
he had
attest. He's
fun
a
running away with fairy
consummate
fire.
professional. Every time I've dealt with him, it has been nothing but business.
I think he just didn't like my music.
But if
Because
the leader of the
Bear is
group
a bard.
wishes to go and try to get assistance from an order that probably is a little dissatisfied with his current choices, if I remember right. And how would your little songbirds take the loss of one of your own who got banished from the city? Surely they aren't too pleased with you either, you little wiry thing. I may, in fact, be the only one willing to help you.
Anybody take the Manipulation 101 class?
Again, if you wanna try to, like, anytime you hear someone say something who's an NPC, you can always do an insight roll, try to get an idea of what if what they're saying feels
Yeah,
true.
when she's like nailing me more, I'm going for the
Barry's just
insight roll
mouthing
now.
off.
You wanna go for the insight roll? Go for it.
Can I say, I don't know, guys. Sounds like a great deal to me to give him disadvantage.
One moment. Let's see. What can you do? Oh. What's your you'll have to roll a persuasion on it, and if it's high enough, I'll give disadvantage on her roll. It needs to be over a 15 that you'll roll. Oh god, wait, what are your stats on that? I don't even know.
I'm not. Oh,
No,
well.
okay. So John, if you want to give a roll for insight, just a standard roll, please.
Oop, yeah, no.
John, Isher seems like she's being straightforward with you. What she's saying is making sense. You get the feeling like, yeah, your group might not have been a bit too pleased about how things went down. Bastion was actually in the room as well, and you don't really know what they told him, but he's had a rough night. I don't know how they would take him showing up a little. I'd say you'd believe her right now.
Yeah, since I don't know anybody any better than anybody else in this room right now. Except for maybe Barry. I think I know Barry the best. As far as my character goes.
So what would you all think? Again, I would follow the lead of the owner of this fine establishment as I'm staying here. And even if you chose not to, I would still grant you the assistance of my 2 associates. Associates is such a strong word, pardon me. Partners. Sorry,
Employees.
Han and Winter.
Well, I mean, I guess it wouldn't hurt to seek this fella out and see if he can help. Although I do need to, I am going to go by the order. But I don't know if I'll be talking about this specifically. But yeah, I think that I have some things to answer for.
Well, being a goody
Oh,
two
yeah,
shoes
yeah.
like yourself, you would be probably in the right there. Would you go to the Order of the Gauntlet, or are you gonna go to your monastery down there and try to get Helm's forgiveness?
Oh, it's Order of the Gauntlet. I feel like, well, yeah, I, eh, Helm and me, we have a nice personal relationship.
Okay, that's fine. Well, give me an hour or so, and I'll try to reach out, and hopefully I'll hear something back and point you that way. If I would say if you wish to check by the Order of the Gauntlet when you return, I bet I'd have some news. And you know what? Winter isn't all that used to the Waterdeep. Maybe she can come with you and get a look around the city. She's always wishing to, see new parts, and well, I just think it'd be good for her. I do assume you all would go, or is this just for you, Bastion?
That's up to everyone else.
Oh, I'd love to tag along.
Oh, I guess I can go and see what this deity is all about.
Before you go, Bastion. Barry starts rambling off like 5 different scenarios that could take place during the course of the day for you. All right? Warning you about each and every one of them. Okay? So that means that anytime during the day, if you want, you can gain advantage on a single attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. Or you can give yourself a +5 to your armor class versus 1 attack. Or if you want, you can have 5 temporary hit points right now.
And the temps last all day?
Yes, the 5 temporary, well, until they're beat down or he takes a long rest, yes.
Gotcha.
And then he'll turn to Jonda and do the same thing, giving you several different scenarios that could happen throughout the day. And then finally, he'll turn to Winterlight and give you scenarios that could be happening throughout the day.
That was a lot of scenarios.
Thanks, Barry.
Plenty of story fodder. Yeah.
Well, let me just go into my little room and I'll send a little message. And I guess I'll see you all maybe around 12 bells. Does that sound fine to everyone?
Could be fine.
Oh, well, enjoy the rest of your breakfast as she gets up and says, now you all be careful out there. Everyone get along, okay? And she then closes the door, leaving you all amongst yourselves. Oh, and then she opens the door one more time. Oh! You mind, is Kate Bender off tonight? She asks you, Bash.
Who? So,
Cask.
oh, I mean, I don't remember exactly when he gets off, but I don't think he's They got the night off, or it's whatever we close.
Okay. It's pretty late though. Okay, never mind. She closes the door.
Also known as Bastion not knowing the schedule.
Yeah, he didn't really handle that.
My character's still trying to figure out stuff. She only been here a few days.
I have to go through Swift's room and get her ledger out to see what she handled. Because Swift was the one who handled day to day.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to.
Oh, she
learn
probably
how
would.
to do all that.
She probably would have like made sure that all that stuff is in Bastion, so it should be in Bastion's room. Because they packed their stuff and left.
That's a good point. I should probably go check at some point. Didn't really have a chance last night.
Oh, we know.
Yeah.
To be fair, you shouldn't know, because he didn't tell you.
At least you look like you had a good time. I know you went off with Bonnie. That's all I need to know.
Oh, Bonnie the man-eater. As you all now are sitting around the table with pretty much 3/4 eaten breakfast in front of you. Seems to be winners twiddling their thumbs, looking around.
Well, since everyone's kind of chewing on their breakfast, I'm going to go down and grab myself something before we take off, since I got hailed before I could grab mine.
All
I'm going to
right,
come back up from the kitchen with just one piece of chicken and a waffle.
no problem. As you sit down and just go into that chicken. Stacy chicken. Looking around as, this is that awkward situation where 3 people who know each other among 2 people they don't. What do you all choose to do here?
So you're going up to the temple. Han, are you going to go check with your people, or are you just leaving back to Istrid?
Well, I mean, I'd go with Bastion to the temple, but
Okay.
I mean, I could always stop in and check in at Yawning Portal, see if anything new has happened. Ask some questions. Maybe hear some things.
That sounds like an idea.
Yeah.
I might join you there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Bastion,
anything else?
do you want to go there first, or should we stop by after your temple visit? And I don't have to tag along to the temple if I'm going to be a bother.
Well, Winter said she wanted to check out the workings of Helm. All right. So she might be tagging along. Jonda, do you want to go to the Yawning Portal with Han and I, or do you want to go ahead and join Bastion and Winter at the Temple of Helm?
I'm actually going to the Order of the Gauntlet.
Order of the Gauntlet.
Yeah.
The Hall of Justice is where he's going to.
Yeah.
I'll probably go to the Yawning Portal. Because see, then I can sit in there and maybe play my flute, have some fun, listening to stuff.
Well, let's do both. Let's do the Hall of Justice first, then we can stop by the Yawning Portal.
Okay.
I'm going to pipe up and say that sounds like a good idea. I'm interested in this portal thing that Han's talking about too.
The Yawning Portal.
Oh, it's so, she's so sweet. We'll show you the portal, dear.
As you all
You can even fly.
choose to start making your way out, you all pass through the downstairs. It looks like this morning's doing fairly good business in the Troll Skull tree in the Troll Skull Manor. Chicken and waffles, pardon me. You see Cask in the kitchen. Kelso clearly already working. Leaf serving a few drinks, not many. Still a little early. But most of the seats are taken at the bar. There are 2 empty tables, but that's acceptable. It's 8 bells. Come on, it'll fill. As you all make your way
It's
past.
probably a little later than 8 bells since we already ate our food and stuff too. Yeah, because we
It's not
met
9
at 8.
bells. I just want to remind you, time moves when I want to. I'm just kidding.
Oh no,
You
he's
guys
the
are.
time master too.
You guys step out of Troll Skull's tree. You see it's a pretty good morning. It's still a little foggy. And I assume head down Serdune, and sure, there's a few carriages out. Are you all wishing to take a carriage or walk?
How far or how long would it take to walk?
You're about 8 blocks away from the Hall of Justice. It's at the far end of the market, just past, just right before Sword Street. So I'd say you guys would be a good hour. Seems to be this is just because of the number of people walking by. You're not really able to. You'll have to jump across some of the main thoroughfare, unless you guys just do a strong trudge. You'd probably get there in about 30 minutes without having to run, but keeping a very brisk pace.
I'll flag down a carriage. It's a bit of a hike.
You would flag down a decent looking carriage. An older woman would be driving, seeming to come up. She's wearing a seems to be a tricord hat, something you don't see all that often. She seems to have an eye patch. She actually lifts it up. She has both eyes. All of you, or just you, youngster?
All of us.
Where you going?
The Halls of Justice.
Halls of Justice. Oh, who did the bad?
Why, kind of me.
Oh, had a raucous night the other night. Gotta ask forgiveness. I remember my young days. Well, hop on in, youngster.
Thank you.
All you others. Oh, and you got a little one with you. Oh,
Yeah.
nope. Not even. Sorry, you're a halfling. My apologies.
Yes.
My eyesight's not as good as it was as she lets the eye patch back. I see you better now. I find I drive better with one eye than with both.
I'm going to ask the carriage driver if my scent dog is allowed because I'm taking her with me.
A scent dog? You want a dog with you?
Smartest dog around, this little thing of mine. I'm going to pass her a pretty embroidered eye patch that I did as one of my crafts that I sell to sweet talk her into letting me take my pooch with me.
She'd take it from you. Look at it. Dog pays too, though.
So I whip out another one. Here you go. Here's a different color, the different design.
Dog pays still, though.
All right, here you go. Here's a one of my last gold coins, then, lady.
A gold. Oh yeah. All right, we're going. As she then loads you up, tries to actually speed you up. Well, come on, we gotta go. You guys paying good money.
Oh yeah. Yep. New to the city.
as she starts going
Probably
down.
could have paid a silver.
You all come to the high road and pass by a crier. It seems to be the news of the day seems to be referred to a murderer being exiled. You didn't hear no name as you go by, but seemed to be a bit of a
But it's
bit of a
still
news.
whispered.
It'll be about a good 10 minutes, and then you all come to the market. Taking a right up Trader's Way. Looking into the market, you see it seems to be decorated stalls are out here. Not all of them, but a few of them seem to have long spinnerets added to the top. Many of them having looks like some kind of face at the very top. Looks greenish. If someone can roll a perception, I might be able to tell you a little bit more.
I'll roll one.
Yeah, I'll throw it out.
A 13. You just double roll. Okay, 17 and 20. Oh no, that's both of you. Got you. When are you?
Everybody's looking.
When are you had the sun? You had the sun in your eyes. You can't. What?
I think so.
But everyone else can tell. It looks like at the top of each of these spinnerets seems to be a creature. You think it's like some kind of orc bastion? Jonda, Barry, both of you recognize it. They seem to be some caricature of a troll. You see it on about maybe 6 or 7 of the carts out there, but it seems that there's a few also that are starting to put it up. If you do remember Troll Tides coming up in your head, yeah? As you now continue down Trader's Way, taking this last left onto Calamaster Lane, your carriage would stop. Hall of Justice, would you all wish for me to stay and wait for you?
Well, since I
Or
took
is
the
this...
gold coin, lady, can you please wait, and I'll give you like maybe another gold coin to take us.
Oh, absolutely! I will wait all day. As she actually hops down and opens the carriage door for you. Really just for you, Winter. As once you step out, she just walks away. Gets into the front.
I nod and say thank you to her.
Mm-hmm. You all would find yourself standing in front of the halls of justice. A
Hey,
large...
what is Merklov's first name? I forgot.
One moment.
I think
Sorry.
it's
Lessers?
Losser.
Losser.
Losser, okay.
Mm-hmm. So you find yourself standing in front of the halls of justice. What in fact is it's a temple to Tyr. It's been around Waterdeep for so long. It's also become the headquarters for the Order of the Gauntlet. Large alabaster stonework going up. At each step, you seem to see some type of what you seem to be gods of justice seem to be made statues as you go higher and higher, ending with the symbol of Tyr at the very top. You would also see 2 guards standing in front. Both
them
having... No, neither of them is Sabra.
Had to ask.
Both of them having the same seal on their armor as Bastion, only clearly these are paladins, a little bit higher ranked, as it's silver inlaid onto their chest pieces. But they do not seem to react to any of you. What do you all wish to do here?
Well, I think that I would try and psych myself up and just check on my chest to make sure that the pendant is visible and looks okay.
So you would make sure it's there. Maybe comb your hair a little bit.
Mhm.
Maybe do a little jump up, and something like a little bit more subdued.
No, I think exactly that.
Okay. All right.
Mm.
Anyone else doing anything else, or you all just watch Bastion while he does this?
No, this is great.
They're going
All
to
right.
step out, start following Bastion. Prestidigitate himself nice and clean.
Ooh, that does help him.
Thank you. All right. Well,
Such a useless skill.
Give him a little cologne smell to him.
so I'm gonna run in here. I mean, you guys are welcome to join too. I'm just gonna, I guess, check in and see if I'm in trouble.
Oh, okay. If you
All
are,
right.
are we breaking in and rescuing you?
No.
Oh, okay.
So
I don't.
Bastion is going in alone, or are you all going to follow him in?
No, I begin preparing poisons.
Right
Don't
there.
follow
Okay.
us,
Okay,
please,
nah, that's
no.
okay.
All right. So I heard Winter's going to follow him in. Anyone else?
Oh yeah, I'm following.
Okay. Jonda?
I don't know, I might hang with Barry if he's not going to, just so he's not by himself. Even though he can handle himself.
Barry, you hang out?
Yeah, Barry's not going in.
Gotcha. Okay.
They look down on him when he introduces himself.
So Bastion, as you step through the main archway, surely enough, you see the halls of justice seem to be split into three different parts. Far left, it seems to be the magistrates. You see three people, each with a separate line in front of just normal people. Then these three people sitting on top of some daises, each wearing a black robe. You would recognize them as magistrates. They are there to hand out judgment through the city. Behind them, you do see another dais, and sure enough, there is a statue of Tyr, seeming to stare down at those judging. Directly in front of you, you see a large banner and another small archway with your Order of the Gauntlet sigil on. It seems to be there are about another two guardsmen, not quite as heavily armored as the two who were out front. You get a sense, though, they're maybe even your own rank, been in the order a little while. They're not very old, pretty young. And then on the far right, you see what, in fact, is the Temple of Tyr. You see a couple priests farther in, benches thrown, and a lot of imagery of Tyr, and seeming to be some little, I would say, pulpits for people to either pray or ask for insight from priests. What do you wish to do?
I think I'd head toward the center. The center is where like the Order of the Gauntlet was, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
As you make your way, you would the two guardsmen out there would stand at attention, let you pass. You would see both seem to give like a little, and as Winter and Han approach, they would eye them, but they would not move to stop them. So you all make it through that next archway and into what seems to be this place looks like a dang church. Again, a very high ceiling. You see pews thrown out, and then some entranceways on the far right, and then on the left you see looks like stairwells going down. And in front of you, you see three different raised daises. only one currently has a person in it. Elderly man, by the looks of him, you can see he's got a pretty gray beard. He's not wearing armor. He's more of like in a monk's robe. You do not recognize him. Everyone else walking by seems to either be in a page, wearing a similar robe, or occasionally you would see someone wearing armor coming up and going out through the same door you all went. What do you do?
Good question. I can't. I feel like I remember it being different when I last came in. Do I? So I don't recognize this fellow at all. Do I recognize like the trappings of his office, whatever it is?
He doesn't seem to be wearing any regalia for an office. He is basically just wearing a monk's robe. It seems a brown little tie on. Looking at him when you get a little bit closer, he does seem to wear like a little band around his head. Not like a crown, but maybe I don't know how you would describe it. Just it's not metal. It seems to be some kind of linen.
I feel like I remember some administrative people being around when I last came. Is that the case?
There were. When you went in there, so it seems that they moved the stuff out of the way for some of their grand stuff. This is how they usually operate. When they're celebrating, they seem to open up this room and indeed actually have stuff planned.
I guess I just try and flag one of the pages or knights, or just someone that's kind of around my rank that's running around, either slightly below, above, or equal.
I mean, it'd be safe bet the pages would be a little bit lower than you because you're an actual member. They are not quite members of the Order of the Gauntlet. They work for. But if you want to grab one, I mean, you're well within your right. They'll tell you what you need to know.
Yeah.
Let's say you grab a pretty young man, 15-ish. What do you ask him? He looks at you and like, yes, sir.
Oh, hey there. You're good. I don't come to the hall very often. So I was just hoping you could help point me in the right direction.
What can I do for you?
Well, I guess the first question, do you know Stavra?
Bellabrante?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Is she in?
I think so. She went up to the Desert Valley, but she did come back. I don't know if she's here right now, but you want me to look? As he seems to point towards the barracks are downstairs.
Oh, yeah, I can just yeah, I'll just go take a look.
Okay. Is that all?
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Oh, what's your name?
Javel.
Oh, well, thanks, Javel. Oh, I'm Bastion.
It's an honor, sir.
And I'll just head downstairs.
All right. Sure enough, as you head downstairs, I need to know, Han and Winter, do you all stay in the main, or do you all try to?
I'll follow, but I'll stop if anyone motions for me to stop. I mean, I'm just kind of like this, like behind Bastion.
Gotcha. Yeah, no one moves to stop you, as you seem to be sticking with Bastion. So Bastion, what you would go down is a large circular staircase. You go down around 40 steps. You actually do pass another member walking up. You have just enough room for you both to go by without having to move left or right. Once you make it down to this entrance, you see down here is uh, seems to be a worn out part underneath Waterdeep. You're used to the sewers, but this is well lit. You see again a lot of it looks to be granite and even marble work throughout here, with individual spaces for it looks to be knights. You see smaller spaces seem to be for squires, and you in the far back, as if you were heading back towards the main entrance here. You see wooden planks put up, seem to be individual offices or maybe their own rooms, not having to be shared with anyone. This is well done work. I don't think you've been down here.
Mm-mm.
Taking a look around, you see about 20 or so actual members of the Order of Gauntlet. You see a few more pages. Again, a few squires joining by. And close to the back left corner, you do see a figure you're familiar with. Seems to be Savra, and at least you think it. Probably not that many female knights. What do you do here?
Well, after just admiring the environment, yeah, I guess if I notice Savra, then I'll be like, oh yeah, there she is, and head over.
Okay. So indeed, that is Savra. She's not wearing her armor. She seems to be wearing seems to be some colors you haven't seen her wear before. You see a griffin with what seems to be a whip sitting in front of. You assume that might be her actual house. She greets you and looks at you a little strange. What, Bastion? Why are you here?
Well, I have you heard the news about what happened yesterday?
I mean, I heard you got brought in front of the Lord of Waterdeep.
Yeah.
That-
Yeah.
But the Order hadn't been admonished. I figure you'd be trying to keep your head down. Did Thorn see you?
Don't think so. Wait, who?
She seems to look around like you should try to go before he does.
Oh, I doesn't. So when I was there, they said that the order was going to discipline me, or like they would administer my punishment, or that something like that.
Yeah. Most people don't come for the punishment. Just letting you know. I mean, I was in a similar situation once, and I came back, but I didn't ask for it. You seem to be asking for it. What do you need to go?
I mean, they're not just gonna forget, are they?
No, but usually they come and get you. Look, the point is, if you're gonna do this, you want to talk. You want to talk to Gray up there, okay? You don't want Thorn to see you.
Gray?
Gray, Gray.
Was he the
The
guy
old
in the
man.
black robes?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Wait, no, not Black Robes. He's the leader of the faith in the Gauntlet. Old man wears monk robes. He's he's a very nice man. He's not known for beating the ever living shit out of you like Thorn. Okay?
Hmm. Ah, okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
It's very helpful.
Thorn's gonna wear armor. He's gonna be old. He's gonna have a crooked nose, scar under his left eye.
Hmm.
pretty hard to miss. Kind of the leader of the military arm here. You don't want to get in front of him.
God, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna run then.
Don't run. Everyone's gonna know
No,
something's up.
I'll walk.
There you go. Okay.
Totally.
Look, I've been through something similar like this. He's the one you want to talk to.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Sabra. You are a lifesaver.
Yeah, I am. But anyway, she seems to turn from you real quick and tries to lose sight of you.
Have a good day. And I'll turn around and, as nonchalantly as possible, head out. Taking a look around to see if I notice someone with the description that she was just giving.
You do not see someone with that description. You seem to have gotten pretty lucky there as you start to head back up with Han and Winter.
Han goes, real smooth, Bastion.
Thank you.
Wasn't a compliment.
Oh.
Yeah.
Moments goes by as you again make it up to the main building. You still see that older gentleman sitting there, seeming to go through a large book of some kind. What do you wish to do here, Pastor?
Based on her description, would I believe this to be Gray?
Yes.
Then I'll head over. Yeah, I'll slowly approach.
As you move up to him, you get a. He wouldn't really respond to you. He seems to be going down this rather large ledger, seeming to make some marks on a little tablet he had. And then he'd look up. Yes. What can I help you with, young one?
Excuse me, sir. My name is Bastion Adele.
Oh, Bastion. Oh, I think you got a little spot of trouble just the other day, right?
That is correct.
What did you do? As he continues to look through his ledger.
I was part of a group that unfortunately I killed 3 individuals. I I tried to stop it, but I was part of it, and I accept that I'm part of the reason that happened.
Han will gasp.
Truly.
Put a hand.
And were you defending yourself?
The individuals did threaten to murder a child.
Say it's not so.
All 3?
The other one actually did attack us.
So
that
only
was-
one attacked you.
The others, yeah, I guess that's true. The 2 only threatened. I mean, at the end of the day, even if they were holding up weapons and saying they were going to do something, they didn't actually attack before.
Did you have blood on your hands? As he looks up for the first time, what you see is clouded eyes, slightly bent. You can tell he doesn't see anymore. But some reason he's messing with a ledger. What else happened?
Well, as soon as they threatened the little girl, my companion it set him off, and he immediately attacked. And
And you didn't stop him.
after it happened, he was going toward other people, and I tried to hold him back. Unfortunately, he broke my spell.
So you tried and failed.
I did.
There was a child present? Did you protect the child, Bastion? I didn't know that.
Protecting your child is important. But failure to protect an innocent, there must be payments. He looks at you with eyes clouded. A member of Helm.
Yes, sir.
Well, your own lord is not unused to loss himself. You must try to emulate him. The loss can break for those who are weak, but you must use it to make yourself stronger. What is your rank?
Chevalier.
You carry a shield. He reaches into his robe, covering one hand, and you see him wiggle with something. He comes out with a ring and sets it in front of you. Take this.
Okay. I'll pick it up.
Put it on, and let it hopefully help you in your new quest. You mustn't lose heart. There's nothing better than improving yourself, and that is what you must try. Hopefully this will help. Oh,
Thank you.
has Thorn seen you?
He is not.
Don't worry about him then. I'll tell him I took care of you.
That's
But
yeah.
I'll send for you soon. I may have use for you. But go now.
Okay.
Better he doesn't come up yet.
All right. Well, I thank you.
Right. As you exit the Order of the Gauntlet's main hall, I'm going to move over a ring. And guys, it is 10:51. Can we put a pause on that stream for me?
Sure.
And you should have a unidentified ring, Bastion.